Hey guys, what's up? Have you ever wondered if you're blinded by nostalgia? Like you absolutely loved something with a passion many years ago and today, maybe, just maybe, you might not love it that much anymore? Well, I have. Of course, there are a bunch of games that I still play nowadays that I played them 10, 15, 20 years ago. I still play them today and I have a hell of a lot of fun with them. Chrono Cross, some of the Suikoden games, some of the Fire Emblem games. I still play them and I still love them. But I've realized that there are other RPGs that I loved them back in the day, and today, either maybe I don't love them anymore, or I did play them again, and voila, I don't love them anymore as much as I did back in the day. You've noticed I made the ranking videos on the PlayStation 1 and the Super Nintendo, and those are the videos that popped this question in my head for this video today. I noticed a lot of you were flabbergasted on the position that I put some games in, games that you were expecting to be on a higher tier, and they ended up being on the C tier or the B tier, or hell, even the A tier, like Xenogears. But there are also games that I've explained time and again why I just don't love them as much as I did back then, just like Xenogears, or a more perfect example, Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy VIII. I used to be a huge fan of these games, and nowadays, I'm not. Let's just say that I'm not the biggest fan anymore. And what the hell do I mean with that? What the hell does it mean to be blinded by nostalgia? It means that we keep praising the same games over and over again, even though we haven't touched them in many years. I can still praise Chrono Cross because I played them recently and I loved it, again and again. But what about a game like Star Ocean Till the End of Time? This is a game when I first played it, I absolutely adored the game. It quickly became my absolute favorite Star Ocean in the series. Several years passed and I wanted to play it again. I wanted to feel the same again, like I love this game so much, let's give it a second go, a second chance, a second playthrough. And I played the game and I got stuck in a puzzle and I immediately felt overwhelmed by the game, by these puzzles, by these annoying parts. The battle system just didn't click that much anymore with me. And to be honest, I quit playing the game. Like I beat it once, I wanted to beat the game a second time, and nope! Annoying puzzles beat the shit out of me. Some battles were annoying, the battle system just wasn't there anymore. Something about the game felt off. And nowadays, I just treat this game as if it was like a B tier game, like a 8 out of 10 game. I don't love it that much anymore. But back then, I used to recommend this game and defend this game a hell of a lot. Hell, like some of you, I even felt offended and insulted whenever somebody talked trash about this game, which is exactly what happened in those ranking videos. Like a lot of you were like, how can you put this game on the D tier or the C tier? It's because, I'm sorry, I changed my mind. Maybe I was blinded by nostalgia. I guess the most perfect example will be the first Lunar, the Silver Star. Oh man, I got a story to tell about this particular game. I'm gonna be honest with you, the only version that I have ever beaten on this game is the PSP remake called Silver Star Harmony. That is the first version I played of this game, and the only one that I beat. This was around 10 years ago, probably a little bit more. I played the game, I loved it, it quickly became one of my absolute favorite RPGs on the PSP. And I knew before that the game was a remake of the original Sega CD version. Years passed and my curiosity grew, so I got into the PS1 version, and to be honest, I played it and I was so into it that I forgot that I have absolutely loved the game. So I didn't finish the game. Again, the same thing that happened to me with Star Ocean Till the End of Time happened to me with this game. I got into a bunch of parts that I found tedious, and I just didn't enjoy that game as much as I did back in the day. I played the Game Boy Advance version, I played the Sega CD version, and the same. I thought it was going to be different. I thought I hadn't really enjoyed the PS1 version, so I went to those versions instead. And no, I realized it wasn't the versions at all. It was the game itself. I didn't love it anymore that much. I still like the damn game, and I still think it's a great game. but I guess I was blinded by nostalgia. In conclusion, are we blinded by nostalgia? The answer is, I think it is yes. Yes, we might be blinded by nostalgia with some games, not with others. Like I said before, it all depends on the game. Yes, we are blinded by nostalgia with this game and with that game, but maybe with not this game and that other game. Some RPGs, like I mentioned in the beginning, still hold up for me today. I still love them as much as I did 20 years ago. And others, like these two, I just don't anymore. People change. This not only happens in video games, it also happens in movies, bands, books, everything. Things that we used to love back then, and today we revisit these things, and some of them we still love them, and others is just pure and simple nostalgia. That's my answer. Now it's time for you to answer the same question, to think about it, to maybe make a retrospective on yourselves, and figure out if you are blinded by nostalgia on some things or not. Might be a good time with this quarantine and all to revisit some of those RPGs and find out if you still love them as much as you did back when you first played them. Thanks for watching, don't forget to subscribe and share this video with your friends. See you next time!